superstar, future in the UFC Hall of Fame, but the present for martial arts. Now he walks into a new reality, but he can really...
There is no question that Israel Adesanya is a great fighter and a great champion. He has an opportunity tonight to silence the unbeatable, to stop the great Alex Pereira, and to do it and retain his...
Made of Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit.
It would be a great story of redemption. It would be a great story of handling no one I've ever seen before. He said that he's better. To be so much better in the octagon tonight. A lot of it back to the things he did in round number 3 to give him an opportunity.
Any planet, enter the former Glory 2-division champion and now undisputed Adesanya Strickland, and when he arrived at the Adesanya fight.
Right. It's also very difficult to go into a UFC championship fight with your prior exchanges had been. You had to get there. He did that in 3 fights. Made his way to the... If this guy's 30% better than last time, Izzy's in for a very long night. Because he
has ever competed in combat sports, and he has one of the most terrifying walk-ins ever. When you hear that music...
It's some of what he was able to do in training. So we'll see if that...
Even if you're like super close to him, it hurts.
There's people like that. They're just built different. And this dude is just built different. And he's a world-class striker. And that you can't use that left hook.
That left hook, every time he uncorks it, it is so scary because you know it only takes one.
In the official blockchain of UFC, Alex Pereira, late started MMA, he's 35. Adesanya reach advantage with the last style bender, Israel Adesanya. All right, now for the intros, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Sanctioned by the Florida Athletic Commission, Chair Tina Price, Executive Director Patrick Cunningham. Our 3 judges scoring this contest at Octagon side are Derek Clearly, Saul Yamato, and Chris Lee. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Bergliata. This championship bout is brought to you by Renfield. On April 14th, the fight to watch is Cage versus Hulk, Dracula versus Renfield. Don't miss the bloodbath. Renfield only in theaters April 14th. And by New Amsterdam Vodka, 5% distilled and 3 times filtered. New Amsterdam is in your corner with award-winning vodka. And now, for those in attendance and UFC fans watching around the world, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Kaseya Center in Miami, Florida. UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a freestyle fighter holding a professional record, 23 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 184.5 pounds. Fighting out of Auckland, New Zealand, by way of Lagos, Nigeria, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion and the #1 ranked middleweight contender in the world, the challenger, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record, 7 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. fighting out of São Bernardo do Campo, Sao Paulo, Brazil, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Alex Poetan Pereira!
All right, gentlemen, been through the rules in the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times. I want you to protect yourselves at all times. If you want to touch gloves, do it now. Back to your corners.
Woo. Here we go, boys.
The intensity of this rivalry is so palatable and palpable and felt by everybody in this mixed martial arts arena and in the mixed martial arts world. Chapter 2/Chapter 4 begins now. Israel Adesanya is in the blue. Alex Pereira is in the green and gold, or so it appears. We'll call it black and gold.
I wonder how fast Adesanya will start. Pereira right away goes right back to that outside leg kick. Found a lot of success with this early in the last fight.
Izzy had a real problem with that calf kick. It compromised his leg after the first round. He's got to be very aware of that in this round, particularly since Pereira opened up with it.
Good calf kick low by Adesanya early on.
Pereira said he didn't feel much difference in Adesanya from when they were kickboxing. But we have seen a guy that's evolved so much over the course of his mixed martial arts career. And it's crazy to say there are still a lot of unknowns to Pereira because he's so early in his UFC career.
Sure.
Another calf kick lands. And Izzy lands one of his own.
Pereira told us he was able to grapple a lot more during this training camp. Bears watching as to how much he might try to use that part of his game.
That's one of the things, every time I see Alex Pereira, I grab his leg to see if he's been working on the wrestling. Honestly, he feels so strong in that position. He lands another outside kick.
Izzy circling away from that power left of Pereira. Not to say he doesn't have a brick in that right hand either.
Two more hard low kicks landed.
Pereira's posture, his presence is very intimidating in there. He stands very tall, and he's just really big, so he's constantly kind of in your space, never allowing you to feel comfortable.
He throws those kicks